What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today, I'm going to be covering one of my favorite microcap gems. This is the kind of project where theoretically you could turn $1,000 into $100,000, $1 million. That's how small this project is. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Now, the first thing I want to point out is that we absolutely nailed CheckDot in our previous video. As you can see right here, it was trading at 16 cents. And then this is the current CheckDot chart, and it ran all the way up to 32 cents. Where even right now, it's still holding 24 cents. And had you guys taken that trade, you could have made 100% gains in 2 weeks. And as I said, you'd still be holding 50% gains bare minimum. And I know in crypto that might not seem like a lot, but you have to understand the average return on the stock market is 10% in a year. That would mean that we made in 2 weeks what the stock market makes in 10 years. And if you didn't sell, then what the stock market makes in 5 years, which is incredible. And if you guys enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I have made many profitable calls during this bear market, and I will continue calling out projects that I believe could be profitable in the future. So stay tuned, but I'll go deeper into the charts a little bit later. Anyways, right now, CheckDot is trading at a price point of 24 cents, and CheckDot has a market cap of only 1.8 million, which ranks 1,158th among all cryptocurrencies. And that is absolutely tiny. For example, if you invested $1,000 into CheckDot, then theoretically CheckDot would only need to reach a market cap of 180 million in order to 100x your money. That $1,000 turns into $100,000, and 180 million is extremely doable. There are so many projects that reached that level last bull run. Even during a bear market, that still wouldn't put CheckDot within the top 100 cryptos. And during the bull run, that might not even put them within the top 300. And then CheckDot has a total supply of 9.8 million, with a circulating supply of 7.7 million. To put that into perspective, Bitcoin has a max supply of 21 million. CheckDot is not even half the supply of Bitcoin. Now, I want to be clear, not that this would ever happen, but theoretically, if CheckDot had the market cap that Bitcoin has right now, then CheckDot would be over $60,000 a coin. I just want you to understand how small CheckDot is right now. Again, not that that would ever happen, but 60,000 a coin. Now, CheckDot reached its all-time high back in the 2021 bull market at 58 cents and is down 59% since then. And if you guys are looking to invest in CheckDot, I recommend using PancakeSwap. I believe it's the easiest exchange to use out of these listed. Now, what you will notice is that it's not listed on Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, MEXC, any major centralized exchange. So if it gets listed on those, it will become significantly easier for the average person to get into CheckDot. Most people don't know how to use a decentralized exchange. So the CheckDot platform is an essential checkpoint for the verification for any cryptocurrency project and more. We have been confronted with the lack of transparency for some projects for many years. CheckDot has the ambition to be the first decentralized platform of opinions in various fields, projects, companies, forms, codes, and more. Furthermore, CheckDot makes it possible to create requests for advice or audits involving 1 or 2 layers of advisors. So right now, everything in crypto revolves around risk and DeFi. That's just the reality, and CheckDot aims to mitigate those risks. So first off, they will run audits on projects. Second off, they provide decentralized insurance. And the third thing is that they use a technology tool that is aided by AI. And I believe the AI narrative is going to be huge in the next bull run. So there's a good chance a lot of projects associated with AI will perform very well. Now, if you come over to their website, you can get insured or become the insurer, and you can insure up to $113,000 of your assets. And it's protection against 6 types of risk: smart contract vulnerabilities, platform hacks, Oracle malfunctions, wallet exploits, validator slashings, and stablecoin depeg risk. Now, the main one I want to focus on is stablecoin depeg risk. So think about Terra Luna and think about their stablecoin, UST. Back when UST depegged, there were a lot of people that lost a lot of money. And had they used CheckDot, they could have insured up to at least $113,000 of assets, which could have been a great way to save some money. And then this is actually really cool to see because they have updated their website. It actually looks a lot nicer. This page was not here. So they are continuing to improve every day. So this is a little bit about CheckDot's token. So maintaining a dual meaning for credibility and credit. CDT tokens are at the heart of the CheckDot protocol and possess the following properties. No transaction can take place without trust, which remains true for both CDT tokens and the CheckDot protocol. So the CDT token token represents trust through verification, and owners of the CheckDot token will also have the right to vote on future and weekly CDT implementations of the platform through DAO governance. So you also have governance voting. And then last but not least, the CDT token has several utilities. It serves as a payment for all the services offered by the different CheckDot protocols: automatic audit, staking pool creation. All of these things are extremely important to see, especially when you're looking at a microcap gem. You want to see token utility. That is crucial. Otherwise, why would the project ever explode? Especially if you have no need for the token. And some things that you can protect against: Tether depegging, PancakeSwap smart contract vulnerability, USDC depegging, Binance Exchange custodial wallet hacks, all kinds of different things. And then you can also stake your CheckDot and you can earn up to 9% APY. And I understand 9% is not crazy, especially in crypto, but at least it's somewhat reasonable. There are a lot of projects out there that say you can earn 200% APY. How often do those actually work? Hardly ever. Usually those are scams. And then the CEO of CheckDot is Jeremy Guyot, who I believe is extremely intelligent, as he also helped create the no-code blockchain that GraphLink Protocol uses. And GraphLink Protocol is another microcap gem that I'm extremely bullish on. But he has a lot of industry experience for a project this small. And then here's a list of the partnerships and integrations. For example, Solid Proof, TapX, The Graph, Aptos, Gempad. Their partnerships actually are not bad for a microcap gem. Now, if you come over to their Twitter, they have 7,200 followers, and they actually are pretty active, which is refreshing to see. I just covered Quant in a previous video, and they haven't posted for like 2 weeks. CheckDot just posted September 18th. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to our partners, Bubble Maps, on their remarkable achievement of securing $3 million in their seed funding round. Exceptional work by an exceptional team. So it's also always a good thing to see that their partners are performing well. And then they reposted September 17th. In these volatile market conditions, stability prevails with CheckDot. The price holds its ground and trading volume remains consistent, and the number of holders continues to increase. And I could not agree more. That is extremely important. You look at a good portion of the crypto market right now, and they are getting decimated. Algorand, for example, which is a project I just covered a couple days ago, they are only up like 8% from their all-time low. They've been getting hammered over and over and over. As I showed at the beginning of the video, CheckDot is still holding 50% gains from when I talked about them 2 months ago. Now, this next piece of news is extremely exciting, and this doesn't have anything to do with CheckDot, but just crypto in general. So what Europe's new spot Bitcoin ETF means for global markets. The crypto world is abuzz with Europe's groundbreaking introduction of its first spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund from Jacobi Asset Management, listed on Euronext Amsterdam, a listing that took 2 years after initial approval in 2021. This development marks a pivotal moment in the continent's financial history and sets a precedent for other jurisdictions to potentially follow. And I couldn't agree more. This could potentially start a chain reaction. And if you've watched my channel at all in the past, you know I am extremely bullish on the BlackRock Bitcoin Spot ETF, and I'm hoping that it follows this news, because what you have to understand is BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. They are in charge of almost $10 trillion of funds. If they get their Bitcoin Spot ETF approved, it will make it significantly easier for the average everyday person to get into cryptocurrency, especially the older generations who have most of the money. And this isn't a future ETF. This is a spot ETF, meaning BlackRock will actually have to hold Bitcoin. Imagine the confidence that will install within the entire crypto market if the world's largest asset manager is seen holding Bitcoin. That could be revolutionary for crypto. And I understand that word gets thrown around a lot, but I truly mean that. There are analysts out there that believe Bitcoin could go to $180,000. Now, I am extremely bullish on this. I don't even know if it will go to $180,000, but I have went on record many different times saying that I believe this could be a catalyst that could potentially start an early bull market. That is how big I believe this news could be. So I highly recommend you guys keep your eyes on this. If a chain reaction does occur, you are not going to want to miss out on these moves. Now, for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is CheckDot on the weekly time frame. And as I said at the beginning of the video, our falling wedge we had drawn it in broke up perfectly, and we are still to this day holding 50% gains. Now, at the current moment, the stochastics are a little bit overbought, but that's not the end of the world. And then the RSI looks decent, but it's also a tad bit overbought. And then if you look at the Fibonacci, CheckDot is trading above the golden pocket, which obviously goes to show that they are holding extremely well. So what I might be looking for right now is potentially price action to continue trading sideways or to come down a little bit. And in doing so, the stochastics and the RSI would start to reset, where we then could make a move up. Now, a potential scenario is that price action comes down, bounces off the 50-day moving average as support. I've seen scenarios scenarios play out like this many times. But overall, it's important for you to understand, CheckDot has a market cap of only 1.8 million. It takes hardly any money to move this project. So at the end of the day, the stochastics and the RSI might not mean anything. If the right people or the right institutions get a hold of this crypto, it could absolutely skyrocket. So TA will only take you so far. But all that being said, you also have to understand, CheckDot and most other crypto projects are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. That being said, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So do keep in mind, this is a smaller time frame. And as many of you guys know, I called this initial drop we had August 17th. A big reason for that is the 21-day moving average broke beneath the 50-day moving average, which created a death cross. And in Bitcoin's history, that typically signaled we were going to drop. The reason that's important is because we have now had another death cross. The 21-day moving average broke beneath the 200-day moving average. And in Bitcoin's history, that's usually a more violent drop than the previous one. So understand that is still in play. Now, a bullish indicator is that price action has gotten back above the 21-day moving average. That is a good sign. But the stochastics are now extremely overbought and the RSI is extremely overbought. And if you look at price action, it swings from a higher high to a lower high. If you look at the RSI, it goes from lower high to higher high. That is class A bearish divergence. Typically that signals a local top has been reached. So at the current moment, I might be looking for Bitcoin to start flagging out down into that $25,200 region. And then another potential scenario is that Bitcoin bounces off the 21-day moving average as support. And in doing so, the stochastics and the RSI would hopefully start to reset a little bit. So if I had to make a call, I would guess that Bitcoin in the short term drops a little bit. But as I say in every single one of my videos, it is critical that you understand macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF were to get accepted, that could skyrocket Bitcoin, CheckDot, the entire crypto market. On the contrary, if it gets rejected or if some extremely bearish news comes out, that could tank the entire crypto market. So I recommend just having a long-term outlook. Realize that anything can happen in the short term and don't get so caught up on short-term price action. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other microcap gems that you would like me to cover in the future. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.